The sun is out. Our work's done for the day. Shall we take a stroll?
Looks like you're having fun!
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in. Excellent!
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
We were talking about one certain traveler, and how two's company, but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tore around to that, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they brave the lakes and...
What the...
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stonegate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines, and after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of what? In fact, it's a poetry gala, jointly hosted by representatives from... Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director who...
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right! At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit, and now I've finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually... In the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the neighboring nations...
Bit of a weird...
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun, and a great chance for people from both places to get to know one another. Hu Tao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved! Oh, Paimon, sure you'll be amazing! Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away!
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the...
Alright, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or 2. You guessed it so effortlessly, but...
Huh? Wait, Paimon guessed wrong?
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you, I'm not going.
Xiao, you're here too!
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am,
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a shot, and you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop, but at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear? it's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived by now.
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we...
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then! Wow, it's so lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already. And a lot of them are familiar faces! Let's go say hi!
Well, look who's here. This poetry...
Hey! Xingqiu and Changyun are here too!
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our... Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondstadt was able to lift such heavy objects like...
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super strong.
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we...
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised.
Huh? What if
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond.
Traveler in Paimon? Are you here to mix drinks? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the... You're representing Mondstadt's wine industry? Oh, you must be hating... Of course I hate it! But it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business. Huh? All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions in... Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result. Just you wait! I ain't about to mess this up. Are you gonna write some poetry with us? Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the town. You should join in! It'll be fun! Fine. If I have time.
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds weird?
Representatives? We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up, but... I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here for...
No, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the true...
What? No, please.
Why does it feel like these two could keep this up all day?
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry galas. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
Yeah, plus, you won't be alone. We're joining too.
Really? In that case, we'll try our...
Perhaps. The challenge of writing poetry is a rite of passage that...
Paimon wouldn't... But anyway, no backing out now. See?
Sure, maybe...
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are...
Exactly! We said we're not ghosts. Why would... Although... clients...
Yeah, forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Mung. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own...
Funeral... Oh! The Wangsheng funeral...
Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that saves me a lot of I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for... a satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request, I'd be glad to hear it.
Yeah, if we were looking for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place we would come to.
Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine. Sooner.
Well, that's dark.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry, but be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living night. Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes.
Whoa! That's... you... There's a lot to unpack here.
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather... We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. To restore calm here, we performed a funeral ceremony. It went very smoothly. According to the director, we shouldn't be expecting any more issues in the near...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral. What more is there to say? These three belong. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here is...
Maybe your understanding of normal?
Adventure? You must hail from... Then you are one of our distinguished clients. Would, to be precise.
Would? What do you mean?
That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better we'd like to get.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and smiting enemies. Danger and peril are their bread and butter. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will... Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversations like... Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. With you acting... Let me think what I could offer you as a reward.
We're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems...
This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with the ones who no longer... You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistant.
When did we become... Longshun Funeral Parlor.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
2 greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Finches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome, one and all, to this festival of poetry.
Or, in full, we're your hosts, Liyue's verse monger of the darkest alleys who
And Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our 2 nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme...
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a...
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or...
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the...
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial
Oh, let's... A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote...
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to...
dreams, sky. Is it
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon. Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing, really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick...
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it.
What can something that flies high and far?
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the...
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yes, I want...
This one says... Oh, this handwriting is just awful. I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips. Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that.
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past the surface level meaning with riddles, or you'll fail to...
Huh? So have you got any ideas?
Xingqiu just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Xingqiu's riddle. You know, Paimon was
This festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present,
Hey, not bad. So, buddy?
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed. If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Maybe Paimon will. We'll see who stumps who. Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right? Ha!
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of your lip.
Ha! Prepare to get stumped. Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, Paimon... Let's start by reading a few more of other people's... On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to... is this talking about some kind of animal? It's a chair. Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quickly?
No, of course I didn't write. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen the...
Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and...
Are you trying to write one?
Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just...
Maybe I should try to come up with one.
All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you...
Nah, no need.
Oh, okay then. Well,
Sure.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather, Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Sure, if your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly...
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions...
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh. That means I have to be first to raise my hand.
please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. I have 4 corners, like a square pancake.
They drew Xingqiu.
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You... Oh, brat.
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken...
But eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it... Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes people more...
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time. What is it? Have you got it? Huh? Oh, gotcha! Bucks! The answer is bucks!
That was quicker than I expected.
Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to...
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I...
We're awesome at this! Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at...
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Liyue.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full knight of Favonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
No, how could I? It was you who thought of it first. You...
My answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served.
No,
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right...
Oops, I didn't realize we'd made...
Oh, crud. I guess we tried... So, Noelle...
Yes, let's.
Cecilia!
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for its exquisite beauty. The Cecilia is held by although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this probably wasn't the answer they were looking for.
I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from
Is the answer GENSHIN? The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. GENSHIN is the right answer.
No! Shinjo got it before Paimon.
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on hot. So, I'd like to approve.
Really? Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all 3 contestants...
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already! Yeah, you're probably...
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the handwriting what's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there, so full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug, 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 down it goes?
That's Paimon's! They picked Paimon! What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing? Is Paimon's riddle too...
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot...
What? No way! Well, go on then!
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong!
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler...
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't...
Glug, glug. Wait. Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again? No, you're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber. You know...
Is that so? I still... In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the...
Huh? What do you want to add?
The Traveler's Companion and Talkative Guide.
Aw, do you mean
And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Xingqiu, Paimon still didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before?